Mad at 'em, baby. Hey, what's going on, y'all? OTB Spreads Prediction Show coming to you live April 19th, Sunday. Run it up and relax, NBA playoffs. But before we dive into the slate, and I'll give you my takes and my leans where I'm going tomorrow with my money and where I like and where I want to go and the reasons why behind it, we're going to take a look and review today's slate. MLB lock cashed us. We had the Brewers, guys. Premium straight of the day, we had the Braves, cashed us. NHL, we had the Flyers, plus money. Play of the day, we had the Nuggets on the spread. NBA lock of the day, we moneyline the Knicks and the Nuggets. We banged out a hell of a day. We had a client turn $5 into 1,100 just using those locks and parlaying them. He did take my anytime goal scorer out of my lotto, threw it in there as well as the no run first inning ladder that we do. He threw that in there as well. He made a hell of a parlay, $5 to 1,100 just off of the plays that I dropped in my gold and my big baller elite package. You pretty much get to touch all the sports in those two packages, gold and big baller elite. Big baller elite's the MasterCard. You're going to get everything. Gold, you're going to get all the locks, and then you're going to get most of the lottos, guys. So that's where we're at. Had a great day, profitable day. We're now in profit 3 out of the last 4 days. And in this month, we have absolutely been in profit, only 6 losing days. So we have had a ton of winning days this month. We've only had 6 losing days out of the whole entire month. And we are into day number 19. So, guys, time to run it up. 13-6 on the month. I should say 12-6, I believe, because we have been through 18 days. So I was already counting that one. That's what we're going to do. We're going to book it. We're going to run it up, relax, and run up. So here we go, guys. I'm going to dive into the slate for you. I appreciate you guys being here and rocking with me on the ball spreads, man. Go over to my Instagram. Make sure to follow. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe here. All of my premium plays and packages are in the description below. You can use code word home run to save tomorrow or use the code word edge, whichever one you want to use. All right, guys, let's lock in. What you're looking at here is Blowout Alert. It is my application designed by me and my good friend. We have built this for you guys. It's the same data analytics on the ball spreads uses to make my plays. We have pulled it from my books. The same process I've written down on napkins, how I come up with my plays, what I go through, what's the cycle, what data I look at, how I rank it, my 80%, my 20% rule. If their line's at 20, how often are they exceeding it by 20%, meaning they need to hit 23 or 24 points more often than they hit 15, 16, 17 when they miss it. So that's one of my biggest indicators when I like a line or not, guys. So let's dive in here. We're only going to talk game lines today. I normally like to give you, when I go live, at least one player prop. We're not going to do that tonight. I will probably go live at some point tomorrow. My son, he's got a baseball game tomorrow. He's on the mound. He's throwing that high, stinky fucking cheese. So let's go ahead. Let's dive into it, guys. Let's get into it and figure out where we're going with this. First one up, we got the 76ers taking on the Celtics here. Both on plenty of rest. The Celtics are really rested. They're in the Garden, TD Arena. Look, I think it's easy to look at the chalk tomorrow and be like, all of these teams are going to cover. I don't think that's the case here. I think that the 76ers can stay within this plus 13, plus 13 and a half, wherever you can grab it at. I like it. I think they match up fairly well with Paul George, Edgecombe, and Tyrese Maxey being the top 3 scorers on that team. And I think they match up well with the other guys, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, and Derek White. I think that Keta is an X factor in this game, but I think that that Bona and Drummond just showed us in the previous matchup that they can bring that physical defensive energy. They can get in there, they can bang with the best of them. I think they match up really well with the Boston Celtics. I would be surprised to see a blowout here by more than 13. So I think the 76ers can stay inside this number, plus 13. That's where I'm going to go on this one. Give me the plus 13 in my pocket on the 76ers, and that'll probably be my favorite plus money of the day that I've seen. All right. Now we're going to move on to the next ones, the Suns and the Thunder. The Thunder manhandled the Suns this year. They didn't even. This team is just too good defensively. I know we all look at the Phoenix Suns as a great defensive team, which they showed us against the Warriors. And I know they kind of, plotted their way through that Trailblazers game. They should have won that one. They let that one get away from them. And the Trailblazers just played really good that day. And Trailblazers have, underrated defense as well. They're a very good defensive team. But in this case here, I just think that the Oklahoma City Thunder, they are the champs. You got to beat the champs to be the champs, and the Suns are just not that. They haven't looked well over the last few weeks. We did just see a great game against the Golden State Warriors, but once again, that Warriors team is an older team. Those guys were looking their age in that game, and the Phoenix Suns, they stepped up and they made some big buckets with their role players like Jordan Goodwin, Royce O'Neal, and a couple of other guys. And this one kid down here has been playing really, really well, Jordan Goodwin. And I would say if you wanted to just take a quick peek at value, he's got plenty of value tomorrow. So just take a peek at Jordan Goodwin. But I always recommend betting on the predicted winning team. Typically, those lines go on the over when the winning team does do what they're supposed to. And I think here in this spot, I feel comfortable laying all the way up to about -17 with the Thunder. I think the Thunder come in here and they hammer the Suns tomorrow, or I should say later today. I really do like the Thunder in this spot. They step up. They've just got a fully healthy squad. As you can look at the injury report, there's really nobody missing. You got Mark Williams and Grayson Allen questionable for tomorrow's game. Who knows if they suit up, but if they do, it's not an X factor for me. Thunder roll, they win by 20. But I would be comfortable with laying all the way up to -16.5, maybe a 17 flat. So right now, even though the line moved from 13.5 up to 14.5, that doesn't scare me off of it. I'll go ahead and take that for -14.5, and I'll play the Thunder. Or you could always take an alt line and pair that up with something else. Like you could alt line that upwards, and you can give the 76ers a couple more points and take this down a little bit. That's not a bad play either. All right. And that's where we're at, guys. Through the first two games, 76ers plus 13. And then I want to lay the points here with the Thunder at -14. They took care of the Suns, like I said, in the regular season. They beat them by double digits. That's where I'm at on this one. All right. Moving into the next, we got the Thunder and the Pistons. I don't think we should fall for the fool's gold here. It's really easy to do. The Magic looked really, really good last game. I found myself questioning about halfway through that game around halftime, even coming out of the third quarter when when LaMelo Ball had a phenomenal third quarter scoring, I don't know, what was it, like 15 points? I mean, he had a ton of points in the third. And I found myself saying to myself, this is the Magic team that I was talking about in the beginning of the season. This is the Magic team that I said could be Eastern Conference contenders. But look, they just don't show up consistently. They were shooting at a high clip from three. This is something that they do not normally do. They don't have great three-point shooters on the team. Bane is their best three-point shooter, and Bane's not even a good three-point shooter himself. He's good for 2 to 3 a game, and that's their best three-point option. Banchero knocked down multiple threes. He was crazy hot, had a hell of a game. Like I said the other day, when we took Charlotte, and we were on the Charlotte side of things, we got our ass beat, and I will own that. But at the same time, I said when we took Charlotte, look, they need triple double type production from Banchero to contend in these games. You got a Jalen Duran. The reason they physically outplayed the Charlotte Hornets. That's not going to happen with this Pistons team. This Pistons team, they play at a fast pace. They're gritty. They don't have an issue going into the half court offense either. They can do both sides of the game. So if the Magic slow it down, try to score points in the paint, that doesn't bother the Pistons. The Magic want to try and speed it up and run the floor. It does not bother the Pistons. I think the Magic have their handful in this one. Give me the Pistons -8.5. I think they roll and they win by anywhere between 10 to 12. They may even stretch it out more than that if the Magic are not shooting well. And we've seen that from time and time again. They go on these droughts and sometimes in these games where they go on 3, 4, 5 minute droughts inside of a quarter where they're not scoring the ball. You can't have that happen with this Detroit Pistons team. And as you can see down here, nobody on the injury report. They're a full go. Give me the Pistons -8.5. It doesn't scare me at all. All right. This one here, I looked at this one a little bit longer today because the +11 and the way the Trailblazers have been playing, I really like what I've seen out of Donovan Clingan these last couple weeks. He's running the floor really well. He's catching the ball, getting into the paint. Denny has been playing out of his mind. But guys, look, they just beat the Trailblazers by 11 back in the first week of April. I want to say April 8th it was. And they handled them without Wemby. It was not a meaningful game. They didn't have to get up for it. Look, this Spurs team, they're ready to go. Injury report, pretty clear. These guys are not major players by any means. Give me the Spurs here -11. I think the Western Conference Finals is going to be the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Spurs. We all know that I have a future on the Spurs to win it all. I think Wemby is the best player in the NBA. He's just got to figure out how to dominate games every single night. And once he learns how to do that, and turn into a consistent 30-point game scorer, I think that will just flip the league upside down. And this team will dominate for years to come because they do have a really young squad here. Even De'Aaron Fox, in his veteran side of his career, is still really young. Um, and I just think that this team with Castle, Fox, Wimby, the guys off the bench like Dylan Harper, Keldon Johnson, Julian Champagny, these guys, man, they can really play some ball. And I don't even know if I mentioned Vassell in that sentence. Like, they have such a deep team. And I know that this Trailblazers team has been playing really well. The plus 11 does scare me a little bit because it is playoff intensity. They are going to be more physical. And like I said, they have been running the floor really well. But once again, they're on the road with an 18-23 record. And the Spurs have a 32-8 home record. That place is going to be electric tomorrow. I'm going to lay the points with the Spurs. Let's keep it moving and go into a huge NBA Sunday where we clear all four of these spread plays. Once again, I'm going to take the points in my pocket here on the 76ers. I think they match up well with the Celtics. So plus 13 on the 76ers. Then we're going to go with the Thunder. We're going to lay the 15, minus 14.5. If you were able to grab it at 13.5, the sharp money already moved on it, already bumped the line up. So guys, as I'm filming this here at 2 a.m. in Washington, D.C., I want you guys to understand that that line may move back down or it may shoot up more. I think a lot of people are going to be on the Thunder side of things. And then here, I think the physical team here wins. They're on 6 days of rest. Only 1 day of rest, coming off of a very physical, fast-paced game. I like the Pistons here to win by double digits, so the minus 8.5 doesn't scare me. And then here again with the Spurs, I think that they win as well and they cover that number. I do think that will be probably the second most competitive game out of the day other than the 76ers Boston game. That is my take on the card, and I hope you found this information useful. And if you did, guys, please drop a like, make sure to subscribe, and once again, my premium plays are on the Winible link inside my description. If you want this app that I have here, it is completely free to sign up and use all of the free features. It is called Blowout Alert by Sports FBI. Me and my good friend designed this. Once again, all of the information you need is in the descriptions. Go ahead, click those links, book the one way, and I'll see you tomorrow in the winner circle. Let's go ahead. Let's get it. Let's fucking go, y'all. Let's cash tomorrow, man. Let's go. Let's get it and let's roll. Make sure to drop your takes and your picks in the comments, guys, who you like or who you're fading. If you're on the Celtics and you want to lay the 13 with them, let me know. But right, we're out of here. See you later.